What's up, you guys? Welcome back to It's Me Tinx Live, exclusively on Radio Andy, Channel 102. As always, this is our weekly time to talk to each other with a live Ask Me Anything. I want to talk to all of you, so call me right now. It's 844-305-ANDY. That's 844-305-2639. Good morning. Hello. We're live from New York. And listen, I want to acknowledge something. I know that I am being the most annoying person about New York. I know. But the thing is, if you follow me, if you listen to me, you know I'm like this about something new. I am like the brand ambassador for whatever I'm obsessed with right now. So I know I'm doing that about New York. But guys, listen, I need to tell you something. Okay, so last night I go to this really beautiful event, City Harvest, DKNY. They do so much work to feed the great city of New York City. And basically what it was is to raise money. They had all of like the top restaurants in New York. They had little stalls. So all the places that you literally have to set like Resi notifications for like 10 years from now, they all had a stall and they did their like most famous dish. So there was like the Rayo's meatball. Oh my God, guys, can I just say this meatball? I love a meatball, okay? For me, it's delicious. It's meaty, it's saucy, it's all the things that I love. This meatball, it was incredible. And I recently saw that Bethany went to Rayo's, and you can't go. Like you have to be invited or something. And I was been so jealous to try their food. And this meatball was literally insane. So I had that, the Veselka pierogi. Oh my God, I love a pierogi. I love them so much. It was so good. They had the Kokodak caviar chicken nugget, which was just like, I mean, I've had it before, but it's just hits every time. All of the most amazing food. Oh, Sister Snacking had a mini cinnamon roll. And I was just having the best time. And none of my friends would come with me because, I go to a lot of events for work and my friends never know if it's going to be like a good event or a meh event. Well, they missed out on this one, but I had the best time by myself. I ran into so many of you at the event and you guys were all like, are you here alone? And I was like, yeah, I'm here alone. I'm eating my way through New York. It was fabulous. So whatever, I did that and I was like feeling very goo goo gaga about New York. And then I was walking. I decided to try and walk home, which I was like in Midtown. I was literally on like 49th. And I was like, I'm just going to walk for a little bit, which was sketchy because it was like not a good part of the West Side Highway. And I was just like walking by myself. There was no one else around, but I was literally narrating my life in Carrie Bradshaw voice. And I was like, the city was alive and so was I, like literally in my head. And I swear to God, I turn around, I see two people hailing a cab. It was Cynthia Nixon, aka Miranda. And I didn't say anything because like, I don't do that. I don't want to bug her or whatever. But like, I felt that this was a hug from New York City. I felt like it was literally just a little nod from the city saying, you're in the right spot. Enjoy this magical time with New York because it's very special. So yeah, I loved it. Before we get into calls, reminding everybody that the election is less than a week away. Make your plan, take a friend, vote. It's very important. I love you guys. Let's do this. Okay, Caitlin is up first. Hey, Caitlin, how are you? What's going on?
Hi, Tinx. I'm good. How are you?
I'm good. What's up?
Okay, so I need advice on basically being in the middle of a friendship breakup.
Okay.
I'm in a group of 4 girlfriends that consists of my twin sister and 2 of our friends from high school and college.
Okay.
And I used to be closer to one of the girls, but realized in recent years that she kind of just has some manipulative tendencies that are toxic for my mental health. So I've distanced myself and made her more of a medium friend. But my sister has stayed pretty close to her. They're both single, and like none of my sister's other friends are single, so that's kind of bonded them, and they've been best friends for the past couple of years.
Okay.
But my sister got into a fight with her recently and kind of just realized that this person is manipulative and basically said, I need to draw this boundary with you and I need some space. And the friend didn't react very well to that. And now that it's just gotten into this huge fight between the 2 of them, and the friend texted me yesterday and basically said that her friendship with my sister is over and she's guessing that doesn't mean anything good for her relationship with me. And basically was just like, let me know when you want to talk about it. And I don't really want to talk about it.
Sure.
This is just like something that I don't want to be in the middle of, but at the same time, I'm not happy with how she's been talking to my sister, and that's obviously a bond that's like closer than it is with any of my other friends.
Of course.
So anyway, it's just a mess, and I'm wondering if you think I should respond to this person or just let it lie. I don't know.
I think you should say to her, it's my twin sister. I'm in a bit of a tough spot. I don't want to get in the middle of what you guys, this fight you have going on. but I think you need to say, she's my sister. Of course, that's, comes first. But I would say as much as possible, I want to stay out of it. If you feel okay to still be acquaintances or medium friends with her, I would just say, look, we're still friends. We're going through a time where we're not as close as we were before, but that's okay. Friendships ebb and flow. I would keep it really light. I would not go into the details of the fight with her and your sister, unless she's been like super cruel or super mean or whatever, in which case I think it's okay to say, dude, it's my sister and like you're having a fight with her right now. Of course, we're not going to be close. Your sister comes first, right? So I think it depends on what's been said and how nasty she's been. If it's like, oh, they'll probably get over it eventually, fine. If she's been super awful, then just say, yeah, I mean, she's my sister. What do you expect? I'm going to back her.
Okay, cool. Thank you so much. I really think that's going to go over well with whichever way I go. So Thank you.
Good. Okay. Well, thank you for calling and good luck with it all.
Of course. And I have one request for a future episode or a book or whatever you're planning right
yes.
now. But if you could do one on the topic of partying 101, that would be awesome, just because I typically either go too hard or end up going home early.
Yes.
So I would love any tips that you can share to just keep it perfect.
I love that idea. I love that idea so much. Thank you. We are noting that down. If anyone can do a partying 101 episode, it's me. So I absolutely love that idea. I will have that before the end of the year. Let's do it.
Okay, awesome. Okay, thank you, Tinx.
Bye, babe. Lots of love. Yeah, thinking about it more, like, it's really not her fight, but also, it's her sister, so she's got to back her sister. And she was kind of on the outs with the girl anyway, so. Okay, let's go to Amy. Hey, Amy, how are you? What's going on?
Hi.
Hi.
First of all, love you.
Love you too.
Second, so I hooked up with this guy about 2 years ago, almost to the day. We met at a bar. Didn't hear from him after that, but then a few months later I saw him at this different bar and we talked for a little bit, but he was with his friends, I was with mine. A few months later, we saw each other at like the same bar that we had first met at, and he was with coworkers, I was with friends for a birthday, and then I actually ended up leaving and going to a different bar, but he texted me.
Okay.
He was like, hey, it was good to see you. What are you guys doing for the rest of the night? And then I actually saw him on Hinge this week, and so I sent him a rose. The prompt that I responded to is green flags I look for: honest, stands up for themselves, athletic, and kind to people.
Okay.
And so I responded 4 out of 4, and this is me standing up for myself. And so he responded last night, and he said, hey, I think we've hung out before, ? And I just don't know what to say because we have hung out before. And I've seen him a few times since we've hung out. So I don't know if he's being sarcastic or what.
Yeah, I genuinely can't tell if he's being a dick or if he's being sarcastic or what. I don't know. Either way, that would kind of ick me out. That's not working backwards. That's not a response that turns me on or makes me want to go on a date with someone. Whether he genuinely doesn't remember and he can't place you or what, I don't know. I'd kind of leave it. I don't know. I don't think you need to tell him off. I think he's a guy who you've hooked up with once, you ran into him again. You'll probably run into him again, but he's not your guy. You know what I mean? This is not the beginning of some great love story, in my opinion. And I don't think you need to put yourself through that and try to explain it to him and be like, yeah, I'm the girl. Remember we hooked up and then I saw you and then you texted me. You know what? If he's not switched on enough, then I would just honestly leave it. That's kind of just meh to me.
Okay. Perfect. That's what I needed.
But I'm proud of you for sending a rose and, putting that energy out there. All the more reason to exit out of that match and keep on keeping on with some other dudes.
Right. Exactly. Okay.
All right.
Thank you so much.
Lots of love, babe. Bye. Not that I would ever come on air and defend a man. However, I have literally had it where I see a guy on Hinge and I'm like, have I slept with him before? And I'm no Samantha Jones. I'm just 34 and have been dating for a really long time in 3 major cities in the world. And I'm like, wait, have I? Definitely not slept with, but like definitely I'm like, ooh, I think I've made out with him or like been on a date with him before. I don't know. You go out with enough, guys named Chris from Hinge and they all start to blend together into one globular Chris. I don't know. I'm again would never come on my airwaves and defend a man, but I'm just saying it's kind of happening. And now in New York, I think it's because it's like I lived here when I was 26 to 28 and I dated, a lot that time too. I actually didn't date a lot that time, but I got like ghosted a lot during that time. And now I'm seeing a lot of those same people. One guy, I went to like a dinner party at the top of maybe this year, and this guy ghosted me so fucking hard, you guys. And when I was goo goo gaga for him. I was so delulu back then. I was literally, you wouldn't even recognize me. I would send these long, weird paragraphs text, and I was like, I'm looking for something real. We'd been on one date. And I was like, listen, like, I really like you. I like thought I was doing something there. And he was like, yeah, I really like you too. And then I was like, perfect. When can we see each other again? Ghosted. Anyway, ran into him and his pregnant wife at a dinner party at the top of this year, and I was like, hey, how are you? Oh my God, your apartment smelled like feet. Anyway, let's go to Jackie. Hi, Jackie. How are you?
So excited. I can't believe I got through.
I'm excited too. What's happening?
So I have this situation. My boyfriend's mom, I feel like, is so mean to me and like literally hates me. But then he's always like, no, she loves you. Like, she would tell me if she didn't like you.
No, she wouldn't. No, she wouldn't. Sorry, carry on. Didn't mean to cut you off.
No, it's okay. And then, like, I tell my friends some of the things that happen, and they all just, like, don't like her either. But I don't know what to do because now I'm afraid to see her.
Of course. Okay, a couple questions. How old are you?
I'm 24.
And how old's your boyfriend?
Also 24.
And how long have you guys been together?
Like a year and a half.
Okay. And can you give me an example of like something bitchy that she's done or like mean?
It's always kind of just like something a little snarky, a little rude, but like kind of like a backhanded thing.
Of course.
And then he just like goes over his head and I'm like, oh no.
You know what? A lot of guys just do not pick up on the like subtle vibes between women. So I fully believe you. Listen, here's an uncomfortable fact that like really turns my stomach. A lot of moms are weird about their sons and their girlfriends, and like they just are. And I'm not trying to be like in some sick Freudian way, whatever, although it does relate all back to that. But like I'm talking about on a more lighter level, there are these women who have sons and they're just kind of like bitchy to the girlfriend because they feel ownership over him. They feel possessive. They feel like, oh my God, I don't want my little baby boy to grow up, blah, blah, blah. I don't want to share him with someone else. Like, because in a mom's head, sometimes they think, oh, boys leave and, girls, daughters stay. That's the kind of thing. So I believe you. Here's the thing. Your boyfriend, she's smart, the mom probably, right? She's not going to say outright to her son, oh my God, I don't like your girlfriend because I'm jealous of her or whatever. She's going to do it subtly and slyly, okay? And you sound very sweet and you sound very nice. You sound like you have a good head on your shoulders. So here's what you're going to do. You are going to kill her with kindness. I am so serious. Like every time you go over, be like, oh my God, like, hi, Mrs. Jones. Like, oh, your home is so beautiful. So beat her at her own game. Okay. Because then your boyfriend will see and be like, oh my God, my girlfriend Jackie is just the nicest girl. Like she's so nice to my mom. Take her fucking flowers. Okay. Two can play this game. All right. Two can play this game. You are going to be so sweet to her. And if she says something bitchy, just like pretend like you don't even get it. Like if she's like, oh, that's a nice skirt, Jackie. It's a little short or whatever. I'm just making this up. Just be like, oh my gosh, you like it? That's so amazing because you have the best taste in clothes. Like put it right back to her and it will drive her nuts. And eventually I think she's going to let up because you can't be bitchy and rude to someone forever.
Okay. Yeah. I'm just going to work on my fake kindness.
Be fake because honestly, that's like one of the best ways to deal with bitchy people is to be so fake and kill them with kindness. And because men are kind of, not have the most emotional intelligence, he won't even pick up on it.
Oh, you're so right. Okay. I needed to hear this.
I love you. Don't
make a plan.
Don't let her get you down, okay? It's not you, it's her.
Okay, thanks.
Thanks for calling. Love you. Bye. Oh my God, I cannot imagine. Like, dude, enough with the being bitchy to your son's girlfriend. That's a cliche. We are going to take a super quick break, but I'm going to be taking more calls right after this. If you want to join the conversation, it's 844-305-2639. I'll be right back.